Hi everybody, welcome to the Simhanger. My name's Mark and welcome to another monthly live stream. And this month it is the Swiss roller coaster, and we're calling it roller coaster for a very good reason. There's some pretty steep climbs and some fairly rapid descents called for as we weave our way around, up and over some of the Swiss Alps. Now, this flight has been put together very kindly by one of our Discord members. So big thanks indeed to all the help and assistance that I've had in putting this together. Now, the flight plan comes from Rude Comet 54. Trevor, thank you very much indeed. And we don't need to chat too much. If you would like to just give us a quick brief overview and just talk us through the first leg, and we'll be up and away and we can chat as we go.
Good evening everybody. Basically fly runway heading till you get to the coast and then turn right on 122 until you get to the river, where there'll be a series of bridges as you get to the city of Freiburg.
Okay, so to the coastline, guys, you want to climb to a altitude of 2,500 because the ground does rise as we go. 2,500 should let you scrape over. Then it's a descent right down to the Sony Bridge. Under the bridge we go. It's quite a big bridge, so shouldn't be too challenging. And then from there it's a rapid climb to 4,500 feet direct to Freiburg, or VOR FRI. Initial altitude is initial heading is runway heading 50, and then a turn towards the coast. Okay, on 122. So when you're ready, gentlemen, let's get going and we can chat as we go.
I'll set off because I found as if I need the extra time.
I thought you'd finished, Dave.
Oh, it's a puller. Come on, go right. No, come on, go right. Full rudder. Wow.
Runway's over here.
Yeah, I'm full rudder. I'm full rudder.
You need to give it a bit of power.
That's full power, full rudder. I think got something hanging off the left wing. Anyway, well.
You have to full right rudder trim on that for takeoff, by the way.
Thanks for telling me that, Dan, after I'm in, yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers for that, thank you.
While I'm up,
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm following Neo Smudge and Daddy Cool as we depart. I'm just going to cheat here and just pause so we can have a quick look.
Oh, we need some snow, don't we, on the ground, you said?
That was epic watching all you guys take off. Yeah, I'm on live weather, guys. Live weather's not too bad, so I recommend live weather, and then the snow will be what it'll be. So a climb of about 2,500 should see you right, guys, and you don't want to get too much higher than that because you've got quite a descent to get back down to the river level and under the bridge, and then it's a rapid climb because you've got some fairly tall trees in front of you. And then straight to the VOR, climbing to 4,500 feet. I'm cheating. I've got my I didn't adjust my time actually. I should have just turned it back down. Recommend that you get your time on 7 o'clock, guys, and we can watch the sunrise.
No, it's beautiful.
Well, I'm just streaming now a lovely pic with the nose of the aircraft just coming just behind the sun, just climbing up. Beautiful, beautiful. Tango Theo, how you doing, sir?
All's well, thank you.
Doesn't matter whether I could see your name tag or not, it's whoever's flying upside down, eh?
Guilty as charged.
Okay, I'm following Hoodlum in the DA62, Dan Lance. You're in the Piper, I think?
Sorry, yeah.
And Step Order in the Cessna 182 RG, I think.
Affirmative.
And Mesmerizer in the Kodiak.
Hey, Mark.
How are you doing?
Good, yourself?
Very well, thank you. Rude Comet 54. Your flight plan, thank you again. Really appreciate it. What are you in? Is that Bulldog?
Yeah, that's a Bulldog. I'm following you all behind slowly.
Lovely aircraft.
For those that like bridges, if you want to follow the course of the river, there's about 3 bridges that you can fly under.
Like a plan.
Yep, there's a couple of bridges if you want to go for them, but the first one should be considered obligatory. And of course we've got a few more bridges coming up on the route, some announced, and there might even be 1 or 2 unannounced.
Feeling that's should.
Rude comment, I'm just passing you. Tankbert, welcome, night shift, great to have you back, sir.
Great to be back.
Now
Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Now I'm sure none of you would have practiced this, yeah? Anybody practice this?
I have.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
there's one person who's telling the truth then.
I beg your pardon.
Right, as we just come over this little bit of high ground here, and you will see the river almost directly in front of you, and there's the bridge. And it's not an exceptionally low bridge, so it should be a walk in the park.
That's why I inverted them. See it, Jeff.
I'm about to go under it.
Yes.
If you can see my my tag, then
You're far
There
too
we
far
go.
to the left, Tango.
Right behind you, Mark.
good man.
Mm.
Now once again,
Wheel washing time
Next.
again, is it?
come on under, guys. The water's wonderful.
Jump the cable straight after?
Retriever Neil's through. Good man.
Wow,
Yeah, watch out for the cables going across the river.
There goes Soapy. Toka 2, you're under. Nice, nice. Dingo's done it nicely. Tango Theo doing it upside down. Hey! You nearly pushed that yoke the wrong way. Lives fly, night shift is through, Red Ruffin soars through, wrong way's through, Tunesy's through, Neil Mudge is through, Woodland's coming through. Here comes Pete B127, nice sir. Tank Bird's through, Cracker's showing off, he's coming through for another pass, and Wingman.
Sounds like the Grand National.
Yeah, well, two of us don't make it, yeah.
Tango, do you do anything the right way up?
Occasionally.
Okay.
You know, with Tango, I reckon he's got his monitor upside down.
It's handy that way. I mean,
Okay, guys.
Don't
So
have to lift my beer can.
you need to climb to 4,500 feet, guys,
Roger.
to clear some high ground that is coming up. If you can get a climb of something a region 700-800 feet per minute should be good.
Oh, no.
Flying straight towards the sun.
All very quiet, guys. Everybody concentrating.
Oh, I was waiting for someone to say something. Didn't want to interrupt.
Something.
Interrupt the silence.
Andres,
Yeah, I haven't talked to my wife in 2 years. I want to interrupt her.
Concentrate.
I put myself on push to talk so you can't hear me crying over my choice of aircraft.
Tunesy, tell me, is your prop lever working? Because last time I used that aircraft, I had a real problem getting the prop lever to work.
No, yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay. Good to know, actually. No, I could not get it to config at all.
No, it seems to be working on
Sometimes
both
have that
the
problem.
HOTAS throttle and the Bravo. Yeah, they're both on both. Yeah.
Sometimes have that problem as well. Because,
Autopilot
I
seems
have
to be
like
working
2
beautifully as
props
well.
selected in the settings, 2 props instead of 1. So I have one config file for single prop aircraft and another one for dual, and otherwise I get that prop lever problem.
I'm okay on mine. It's probably pure chance and the fact that I just haven't touched it, but that's fine.
Actually, sometimes it works at first, and then halfway the flight it stops. Every time you touch it, it goes to 0. Pulls your prop way back.
Okay, guys, we're now flying on to waypoint Goodax, and then we're going to start heading down. Rude Comet, do you want to just give us a an overview, please, sir, on what to expect and what have you?
He's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone
Has
to
he-
Hudson.
I reckon the heading will be about 100.
Right.
No, he's still with us. Trev, you there? Okay guys, so first little bit of the roller coaster. As we come over this little bit of a ridge here, it's a fairly steep descent. We're landing at Lima Sierra Zulu Whiskey Thun. The altitude is 1,837 feet, and it's a little bit closer than you think it is, so you want a fairly steady descent. If you're at 4.5, you need to be descending at least 1,000, perhaps a little bit more feet per minute in order to get down. Ideally you want to get yourself down to something in the region of about 3,000 feet minimum for the approach.
We're going straight in, or are we taking runway 32, which is more preferable for the wind?
No, I think we'll just keep it interesting for this one, and let's go straight in. It's actually more of a challenge, and the wind's not extreme at the moment, so we shouldn't have too much of an issue.
9 knots, I think, isn't it?
9 knots of tailwind, roughly. Yeah.
So coming back on my throttle. Simulator Gamer Susie says she's a bit late, so she'll just be watching. Welcome to the stream, and to James
Yes,
Hudson, thank you, sir, for joining us. James, hope you're well. Nice to see you here.
Yeah, this is Wingnut. I'm coming up behind you guys. I was late too. Wasn't sure even how to get the voice. Finally got that figured out.
All right.
Evening to Welshie, how are you doing, sir? Anybody down yet?
Almost.
I'm on base.
Wow. I'm looking for the airport, I can't see it.
It's green.
The border's right over the perimeter now.
There's
I'm
air.
just gonna land wherever I see all the names.
Watch for the arrows.
Yeah, it's
Wow, I'm
difficult.
getting it.
Grass,
Oh, I see
grass
it.
strip.
I see it. I'm suddenly on final. Fairly rapid descent. Full flaps deployed.
That would be a good ATC call, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Tower, I'm coming in, like it or not.
I'm suddenly on final.
Whoa, some bumpy landings. Anybody else flying the stationary? And I know there are a couple of people. Man, you don't want to flare this too much because it's really bouncy.
No kidding.
You want to sort of plonk all three wheels down at the one time.
Yeah, I'm in the station there, and luckily I landed okay there after you put all the pressure.
Yeah, no, I landed okay. Whoops, that's the road, Dingo.
There's some quite interesting aircraft painted onto the grass runway.
Yeah, yeah, from the satellite.
Those were heavy landings.
Wow, that was a bit hairy, that was.
What do you mean? Trev was being really kind. This is one of the easier ones.
Oh, wow.
Right, guys, we won't be backtracking. We'll just be turning round at the end of the runway, and we will be away. Hello to Andrew Noble. How's it, friend? How you doing, my friend? Trev, are you back on voice? Rude comment.
Nope.
Rude comment 54. Come on in. We haven't got you on voice, Trev. Okay, so for this one, guys, just so that we know, we are going to take off, and you're going to have to loop round to get back on track. Now, the next airport is just down the drag, literally. We're going to fly to waypoint Cartagena, or Rattigen, not quite sure how it's pronounced correctly. You need to be at about 3,500 feet, because there's a little lip of high ground you need to get over, and then turn directly heading 214 for a touch and go on runway 22. However, it's at this point that things get really interesting, and it can be quite easy to get lost. So you want to do a fairly early touch and go, guys, on the runway, full power, and then it's a very hard and climbing turn to the left as soon as you've touched down, and you want to try and get the valley. Now, as you're flying into the airport, you'll see on your left there are a number of mountains and two valleys, a first valley and a second one. It's that first valley you want to fly down. But here's the kicker, is you're going to need a minimum of 6,000 feet to get over the high ground. So for some of you, you may find it easier if you circle just to gain a little bit of height, and then we can carry on and follow the flight plan with a further climb to 7,500. So quick summary, guys, we're going to depart here. We're going to more or less do a 180 to get back on track. We're going to fly over the Rattigen waypoint and then turn on a heading of roughly 214 thereabouts, and we're going to do a touch and go, and then a very hard full power climbing turn to the left up the valley, and you need 6,000 feet to remain on track and get above. You may have to do a little bit of weaving in and out of the valleys. Everybody okay on that?
Roger.
Yes, good.
Roger.
Sounds good.
We'll get lost.
Okay, so without further ado, then last one off buys the drinks. That's an epic view. Come on. Yep. Whoops. You can, your turn back on track can be left or right. I recommend left, but either is okay, guys. And remember, climb to 3,500 feet.
Yeah, I think it's Kratigan, Mark. Kratigan.
Is that how it's said? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Kratigan.
No,
Thank-
Krat with a K in the front, kilo in the front. Kratigan.
Kratigen.
Yeah, with K
Kratigen?
in the front.
Yeah.
Kratigan.
Kratigen.
Göttingen.
Groningen.
With a hard G.
Göttingen.
Groningen off Switchedal.
Kratigan. Kratigan. There's no N in front of the G.
Kratigen.
Kratigan.
Kratigen.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
it.
Well,
Hooray.
it's Krati whatever, hey?
Yeah, Krati whatever
Yeah,
I'll do.
if you see a
Krati
waypoint
Kratigen.
that starts with K, go for it. So as we're coming away from the airport and you've done your loop round, you'll be able to see on your right hand side there's that very clear valley there. That's what we're going to go down. The airport is just down there, so again it's a really steep descent, guys, from 3,500 feet to get over the high ground. It's a very a quick. You want to get down because you don't want to be touch and go towards the end of the runway. Otherwise you're going to have to do a full 180 to get back into the valley. And as you fly towards it right now, and you can see that valley, you'll see one going off in front of you there, just a little bit down that valley. That's the one we want to get down on. Hey Trev, how's your comms? Are you back on yet?
Nice scenery.
It's absolutely beautiful, and if you've got live weather on, guys, the snow looks magnificent.
Yeah, it's amazing.
What I recommend is just turn a little bit before the waypoint, guys. It makes the altitude requirement a little bit less. But once again, this airport comes up real quick on you. Following me is Cracker, Nico, Retriever Neil, Red Ruff and Saw, Wingman, Wingnut. How you doing?
Good there. Thank you.
Good, thank you.
Yeah, doing well, thanks, Mark.
Okay guys, so as soon as you start dropping down, you want to cut back on that speed quite dramatically. If you can, I recommend a flaps 1 only touch and go, if any flaps at all, because you're going to need a little bit of speed so that you've got the speed for the turn. And as you head towards the runway, if you look on your left, you'll see a number of valleys. It's that very first valley on your left that you want to go down. For any of you that may struggle with a climb, you'll probably have to circle the airport initially to get enough altitude, because you're going to need 6,000 fairly quickly. Here we go. Now, after all my good advice, watch me absolutely make a hash of it. Remember, this is the touch and go, guys.
Single.
What's that airliner doing across the end of the runway?
130.
I don't know. I don't think they're with us.
I just went head on into them.
I think they're in a state of shock, thinking, "What the hell just happened?"
I think they're not. I think they're not with them.
There's somebody in a Rafale.
Just watch for a stall on this turn, guys. It's a bit touch and go, yeah. So
No kidding, Matt.
I've done almost a complete 180, and the whole time you got to keep a climb going. There's the valley. We got to head down that valley.
Wow, this is beautiful.
It is, isn't it? Amazing.
I'm lost already.
Whoa, yeah, power lines.
It's almost Everest-like.
There's a lot of power lines in Switzerland.
And cable cars if you've got that one.
Oh, come on.
And we'll be getting close up and personal to a lot of power lines a bit later on in the flight.
Joy.
You got to keep that climb going. On this, in the station area, it's quite a challenge, I must tell you.
He's in the Cessna as well.
So,
Watch your mixture. Just clearing the peak now.
See, some guys went up the wrong valley there.
Look, I left.
Oh, I'm still trying to climb up so I can get out of here.
Yeah, it's quite a challenge. I don't know if you can see me. I'm turning to get over here at one of the lower peaks, and I'm still too low. 90 knots, so I've got to be careful I don't stall.
I think I chose well with the PC6. It does the height climb beautifully.
The PC6 climbs really nicely.
Yeah, I think because I suppose it's a transport.
Yeah.
7,000 miles.
Isn't it?
We use them in the Himalayas, don't we? So.
I'm not sure I'm going to make this. Or if I do, I think my wheels may touch the ridge. Oh, hoodlum in the DA62, you're just showing off. He just shot straight past me, climbing like a rocket. I think I'm going to make it.
The vertigo.
Mark, I learned the hard way that your recommendation for the aircraft should be rather read as the lowest minimum. So that's the reason I also took the DA62.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I always give the minimum.
Don't forget to lean the engine with the mixer.
It did make me laugh, Mark. It says what must be able to cruise at 130 to 140 knots. Recommended aircraft a 152.
Well, I like to make it challenging. 130, it can do 130, no problem.
If you cut the wings off and drop it from a high mountain, maybe.
No way.
Yeah.
No, okay, maybe downhill with a strong wind, but it can do 130.
Yeah. That's how 11,000 feet we can make it in a dive.
Well, let's close and leave your lunch at home.
I like to call that one the Volkswagen Beetle of airplanes.
Okay, and then once you're over, guys, what we want to do is you want to continue climb to 7,500. And although we don't necessarily need all that altitude, what Trevor did was mention that what beautiful scenery you'll get at that sort of altitude. So it's highly recommended because the scenery is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, actually, I have flown here in Interlaken, which we are currently flying over in real life with a paraglider without motor. So it is also quite interesting. Also, the landing is quite interesting. Right. You can land directly in the city center of Interlaken, basically. There is a large green field, And there's also a landing field outside, which is also quite interesting because there's a shooting range right next to that. And if that is in operation, that makes the landing more interesting, and you are definitely focused.
I bet you are.
That's good.
A big welcome on a big welcome on the stream to Steve, VR Flight Sim guy, saying to all you guys, have a great flight. Also Billy AZ saying, hi guys. It looks like everyone's having fun mountain climbing. Yeah, and Sparky Sven saying, enjoy your flight. Could not join and feel bad seeing you guys fly over these nice mountains. So to Sparky, to Billy AZ, to Steve VR Flight Sim guy, and James Hudson, thank you very much everybody for joining us on the stream. Really appreciate it. Now if you guys have got an opportunity, then I strongly recommend take a good look at the scenery, particularly if you've got live weather on. We've got clear skies, brilliant sun, and quite a bit of snow on the ground, about 2 to 3 centimeters. It's an awesome view.
If you're high enough, up to the east is the Eiger, the Munch, and the Jungfrau.
Yeah, I've been up the Jungfrau. It's absolutely spectacular.
Me too.
Just tell us a bit more on that.
Long time ago.
The Eiger, the Munch, and the Jungfrau are 3 major peaks in the Bernese Oberland is where we are. The Eiger is, in English, is Auger. The Jungfrau is Virgin. And the Munch is Monk. And the Monk sits between the Auger and the Virgin.
Yeah, story of my life.
What, climbing versions?
You can take a train up to the top of the Jungfrau, which I think is the highest in Europe. Might be the highest in the world for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, highest in Europe. It might not be the highest in the world.
And it opens out onto the side of the mountain, doesn't it?
Yes, it actually goes through mountains. And,
Yeah. That's where the famous mountaineer went, ich kann nicht mehr, when he was hanging on the end of a rope. They were trying to rescue him from that, and he just couldn't, he didn't have any more energy overnight, so he eventually perished on the end of his rope. Very sad.
That is actually, I think, from the Eiger. Because Eiger Nordwand was, so the north wall of the Eiger was a pretty difficult passage to make, and it turned out later that you can go one direction, but if you didn't leave a rope in there, you couldn't go back the direction you came.
Yeah, and the weather changes so fast that it can become very dangerous before you can get to the top.
Now we got a little bit of turbulence here, eh guys? Tank bird just coming over the top there. Whoa! That looks like a PC-12, or was it not? I can't see your label.
Are we landing at Meringen or not?
No.
Overfly.
No, it's an overfly, sir.
Ah, well, I'm overflying it at 0 feet.
Well, then you're underground. Yeah, no, it's overfly.
AGR, Mark, AGR.
Yeah, and our next one, we're going to overfly Vetermatt, or Mate, and then Interlaken. Yeah. And Lima Sierra Mike. We are, what are we doing there? That's an overfly at 7,500. And I'm directly overhead Meringen, is it? Military airport, I think.
Memmingen.
Memmingen.
Meringen.
Meringen.
Yeah. Meringen. Yeah.
Is that the airport where the
Meringen.
road crosses the middle of the runway? It's actually got a public road across. No, it's not this one, is it?
That's Gibraltar,
One of the
isn't it?
Swiss ones has a public road straight across the runway.
Yeah, I think Gibraltar has as well, isn't it?
Okay guys, now we've got just about 11 nautical miles to run to Lima Sierra Papa Golf, Cadisville Airport. So it's now time for a fairly rapid descent once again. It's a touch and go at Cadisville Airport, and it's straight in on runway 02. Its altitude is 1,519 feet, and then straight on to Stansted Bridge, which is quite a low bridge, guys. Fly under, then you need to loop, do a 180 basically. As you approach the bridge, before you go under it, on your right hand side you will see there's a valley there. You want to follow the road on the valley through to Lima Sierra Zulu Charlie, an airport there, which is Bosch, is that right? Or Bosch? And we want to land there, but we want to land at runway 24, so keep the runway on your right, pass the runway, then loop back for runway 24.
Right hand circuit 24. Okay.
Low bridge is an understatement.
Yeah, it's a bit low. It's a bit low. Rude comment 54, sir. Are you back on comms, or have we still lost your comms, sir? No, he's still on Discord, but I think he's obviously run into a comms problem. No problem. We will continue. Julian Hall says, hi all. Julian's unable to join us as he is in the UK with family. He says regards to everybody and to Horace 45. In fact, if I remember correctly, we chatted about this visit on the last fly-in. I think you're going to Luton, aren't you? Something like that. I can't remember now. Now as you start your descent, you will see the runway. Visibility of the runway is quite good, but you are going to need to drop like a rock. I'm doing a little bit of forward slip here, see if I can lose enough momentum.
When did they change the nameplates?
What do you mean?
Well, I used to have the large ones that blotted out everything in front of you when you were coming into land, but they've been reduced now, quite narrow and see-through.
You got flow installed?
No.
Oh, I'm not sure because I've got flow installed.
Can you live without flow?
I'm cheating a little bit here, coming in on my flap. Remember, it's a touch and go here, then straight to the bridge. I'm struggling to get down a little bit here.
Forward side slip helps a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely necessary. A number of times on this fly-in. Soapy, I'm right behind you, sir.
Roger.
Yeah, if he gets that close, he will.
Don't follow me in.
I've got no choice. I'm just happy to find the runway. Whoop, I might have just clipped the top of that tree there. Well,
Fine.
touch and go, guys. Get it, and let's get out of here. But stay low. Now the bridge is just basically fly straight ahead. You'll see the lake in front of you, and just follow it round. It'll bend to the left, and that's where you will find this very generous bridge we're going to fly under.
Yay.
Very generous with the height, Mark. Didn't quite make it.
Oh, there's another runway there. Let's go down on that one.
That's a mighty big exaggeration, Mark.
Whee. Are you getting soft in your old age, Mark? There was another runway we could have plowed into there as well.
Yeah, I know. I don't like to be too predictable.
There's another run.
Well, in your unpredictability, you mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Blame Trevor. He can't talk back.
Yeah, and also I didn't do the flight plan. This is Trevor's flight plan. So
yes.
I must say he's done a grand job.
Yeah, some nice scenery here.
So as we come to the lake, follow the lake roughly northwards. It's probably northeast actually,
okay.
and
okay, I'm in the middle of my flight. That's why I'm. Okay, be careful.
That
All
is
right.
low. That
Bye.
is low. Yes. Okay, SWAT.
Quartz
Yeah, I came
Tech,
in at
I'm following you, sir.
Okie dokie.
And who else is there? There's BizJet Brit. Are you with us on the flight, sir? Maybe not on Discord, but seems to be following the route, or has just seen a crowd of us and decided to join in. Mesmerizer, are you that far ahead of us?
Yeah, I was speeding a little bit.
Have you changed aircraft, sir? Are you in the caravan now?
Did after the first bridge, I didn't quite make it, and the Kodiak was acting a little weird after I used the Y key. So
this is going to be tragedy. Oh my goodness! I made it. I made it.
Yeah, nice one, Mark. I'm right behind you. Yes. Yeah, easy peasy. That's what I call a high bridge.
That's nice. Tango Theo. Here comes wrong way. That was the wrong way to do it, but you made it. Well done. Oh, I'm impressed.
No, I'm swimming.
Finster Duffus. No, sir. Oh, dead lords. That's you chickened out.
Ain't what gonna happen there.
Tank Burst, you've chickened out, my friend. Come on, go round.
I'm going round.
Here comes Lurky 49er. Oh, like a pro, sir. Lurker 49er, like a pro. Here comes Cracker.
Find some land.
Oh, Sir Nigel, ouch. Oh, rude comment. Bag on your own bridge, sir. Hoodlum. Stella Avian's gone. Oh, I love it, guys. Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Oh, the carnage.
Oh, it's absolute carnage here. Okay, loud whisper. No, sir. Here comes Tuzion. Nicely done, Steve. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Like a star. There's aircraft bouncing all over the
Did
place.
anyone make it through?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
3 times up to now.
No problem.
Okay, so once you're through, you literally want to do a 180, guys. Turn right around, and then look. Once you've turned round, look to your left. You'll see there's a valley there. Follow the road for a very short distance. Don't get too high, because the runway is literally just round this corner. Now it is a military runway. It's quite a long one, so you've got lots of time to land. But once again, like most runways in this scenery, they do have a tendency to creep up on you when you least expect it.
Nice wide roads.
Oh, right. I made it in the air. Back
Did you
to
say
the
it was a
air.
right-hand circuit?
It is, sir. Right-hand circuit, and we're landing runway 24. And pattern altitude would normally be 2.5, but something around 2,000 feet for this exercise would be fine. Mesmerizer, you're down already, sir, and Lurker 49er, you're down.
Yeah, I'm currently looking at the scenery on my left-hand side because I'm actually landed the other way around, so it will be your right-hand side. And the buildings that are literally attached to the side of the mountain, that looks really weird from the photogrammetry.
Yeah, some of them are weird, but still good scenery all round, I think, guys.
Absolutely.
Yep, it certainly is.
So remember, keep the runway to your right, fly past the airport, guys, and then as you come over the water, 100 or 200 meters, once over the water, it's a hard right-hand turn for immediate final.
Right, 24.
Time to change your tanks if you're in the station air.
All right, that's a good plan.
Yeah, good point.
115. I'll take it.
And being a military air base, of course, it's
long.
Oh my goodness! I'm landing on the taxiway.
So was I.
Oh goodness! Now trying to make a change. This is going to end in tears.
Got it.
Well, that was a bit of cowboy flying, that's for sure. Just passing an Airbus, I think. Oops, bit of a bounce.
Can I get a sound check?
Reading you 5x5,
You
sir.
can.
It's Skytrax here. It looks like I'm an hour late to the party. Messed up my time zones, it looks like.
Welcome, my friend. Welcome.
Thank you.
Do you know where we are, or have you joined us?
Yeah, where are you landing right? It sounds like you're landing right now.
We
I'm still
are
waiting
right
for the
now
sim
at
to-
Lima Sierra Lima
Zulu
Sierra
Charlie.
Zulu Charlie.
Lima Sierra Zulu Charlie, check. All right, I'll try
Take
and
a break
spawn in
here,
there.
Right, it's a full stop landing here, guys.
There's an airliner in front of me here.
It's a nice black wing. Yeah, I'm not so
And,
alone.
and in prep for takeoff, guys, you want to taxi through to runway 06, the other end of the runway for departure. Bayo on the stream is saying nice, nice Harrison Ford landing on the taxiway.
Oh, I was thinking of that. I wasn't going to say it.
Yeah.
It's Indiana Jones.
See if you get away with it.
Did he lose his license over that or not?
No.
That's amazing, because I think there was traffic on the taxiway as well.
He just lost his pride.
He just become the butt of every joke. And that's priceless.
Made himself famous again.
There was another incident of that just this week. If you listen to ATC on YouTube, there was a guy who did a touch and luckily touch and go and just cleared another plane that was on the taxiway.
What airport was that?
I don't know. It was definitely down the States, but one of the ATC channels on YouTube had it live, all the live commentary on it.
Well, this airport suddenly got really busy. Moose P's down, Grey Flyer is down, Pete B's down, Dan Lance is down, Quartertech is down. Rude comment just made a message on text, so he's obviously lost his voice comms, but he's saying that this airport is the home of Pilatus aircraft. I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
What kind of aircraft?
Pilatus.
Okay.
Instant recognition.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
The one thing I would say, and just a personal opinion, guys, the SimWorks Studios Kodiak 100 is absolutely stunning and amazing. But I don't know how many of you have got their PC-12, but man, they've had a lot of problem with that, a lot of updates, and I got to tell you, I'm not overly impressed.
Has there's a new update due to land in a few days, isn't there? Next Wednesday, is it?
They update every day.
Yeah, the bottom line is that PC-12 just wasn't ready for release. I'm sorry, it just wasn't.
Yeah, I have to admit, I'll put it away. I'm not getting it out until they send a decent update out.
I agree with you completely.
Anybody tried the Bronco yet? Yes, it probably was.
I haven't, but I've seen it. I've seen the videos and that, Steve. It looks. I think you quite like it, don't you?
I love the free one. I think it's fantastic. I think it looks amazing. But
a couple of guys bought the new one on the marketplace, and they really love it.
Well, Russ,
Jonathan's got a couple of good YouTube videos on it. He rates it as well.
Yeah, well, Russ Barlow, I don't know if you know him. He's got a YouTube channel. Russ Barlow. He's an ex-military and civilian commercial pilot, and he flew them in Germany for 4 or 5 years, and he rates it and says it's very realistic. So that's a pretty good recommendation, coming from a man who's probably done hundreds, if not thousands, of hours in them.
Good enough for me. Next one.
No, want the Duke.
So many times I'm not going.
Yeah, I want the Duke too. Definitely. Some of you guys may know, some of you probably not interested, but the Pimax are making an announcement on Monday about 2 new Pimax models, one of which I anticipate to be a Pimax Core, which Sebastian from MRTV has mentioned. Basically, it's a Pimax with the display, but none of the heaps of extras that most people don't really want or can afford, but still great display, no battery, direct PCVR, and hopefully under 1,000 US. So it'll be interesting to see what they
Can
come
we
up
do
with.
swapsies? Be nice if we could do swapsies.
That'd be nice if they can
Well,
keep the reliability up. They could have a winner.
Okay, gentlemen, from here we are going to climb to 6,500 feet. We're going to continue to follow the valley over waypoint Eunice and continue climbing. We're going to go over a number of waypoints, and then we are landing at Lima Sierra Zulu Mike, Mollis Military Airport, and we'll be landing at runway 19. Okay, the altitude is 1,467, but it's quite a way, so let's get going. And initial climb then 6,500 feet, and once we get over Mothal, if they have a real problem, then you want to be at 6,500 feet, and at Klong Talasi you want to be starting a descent. Well, you want to be down to about 3,500 feet in preparation for landing at Mollis Military. Okay, so when you're ready, let's go, guys. This looks like a Grand Prix takeoff here. I mean, everybody's just going for it.
Release the horde.
Whoa.
Oh, I got issues.
Tango, that left a mark in the grass, mate. You better put that divot back.
Almost. I don't need all the parts.
Pete B, you're in the Kodiak. Nice.
Oh, I'm keeping up with the DA62. Oh. I can't climb that steep.
Beautiful as the sun over the water as we climb out, guys. Looking fantastic.
Oh, yeah, we could have some stall drag races sometime, maybe.
Yeah, they're fun.
Be interesting.
You've got the champion on there as well. You've got Blue Boys on here. Currently the world champion, I think. Unbeatable.
But we better practice it.
Wow, that sun's quite bright.
That's nice. That's realistic. It's almost I almost have to put on my shades.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking forward to the FS 2024.
Yeah, hopefully we will
We
get
will,
a bit
brother.
more insight at FS Expo. If I can, I'm going to try and get a little bit of time with some of the guys there, Jorg hopefully, but that may be wishful thinking, and just see what info we can get out. They will be making an announcement, but to what degree I'm just not sure.
I hear it's supposed to run off of multiple cores.
Yeah, it's supposed to be it'll use more cores than currently, which is 1. So yeah, it's going to be multiple core. To what extent, I don't know, but it would be surprising if they didn't take advantage of at least 3, hopefully 4 cores with the multi-threading attached.
Damn it.
To what extent do we give a rat's behind about the VR simmers?
Yeah, they were.
Say
I
again?
don't think they really care about VR sim.
Mark, did Jorg ever say why they only went for one core on the 2020 version of Microsoft Flight Simulator?
Well, no, but I think it's because it is fundamentally built on the FSX platform initially. And I think that's why it was single core. And now they're taking advantage of the newer technology and it's more accessible. Then hopefully that should see a significant improvement. And to some degree they're more or less forced into doing that because of the Xbox memory problems. They need some cleverer multi-core processing because the processor in the Xbox Series X, for example, and the S, I think, it's a AMD chip with 6 cores with an extra 2 cores bolted on, so an 8-core processor if I remember correctly.
So we're going to get over the race for graphics cards and now starting the CPU wars.
Well, I mean, the fact is that most PCs out there that are used for gaming are 8-core anyway.
At least 8-core, aren't they? Yeah. Should be.
Yeah, and the Jaguar chipset in the Xbox Series X is, I mean, it's 8-core, but it's basically 6+2 with two dedicated to the GPU 6-4 system. So it would make sense for it to at least be optimized to 6 cores. And it should help massively with some of the issues on the Xbox. Certainly, lag related issues on the Xbox. Because
what we've got now, and it's going to be 30% better, then I think we're all going to be in good stead.
Yeah. And just speaking as as a someone with background in software development, but it is actually very hard to take a product which is optimized to single core and then convert it to multi-core. It's almost always easier to start from scratch on a platform that supports it than it is to try and include parallel processing on a single, from a single core program. So
yeah, I think the big advantages of multi-core is that it will allow you to have different cores doing different things, and this will just speed up your FPS and therefore the smoothness of your flight.
So, for instance, having 2 cores dedicated for your avionics, 2 cores dedicated for the
crashing,
the scenery, 2 cores for MFD sort of thing.
One just
CFD, not MFD, computational fluid dynamics, which is hugely resource intensive. So
I suspect that they've sort of converted what they had, seen how popular it was, and then they've made a decision to actually rewrite so that it's better going forward. That is what I would do from a business model.
Well, that's what they've said as much.
On a more pressing matter, gents, and any ladies, I'm at 6,500, and I think I'm 1,000 feet short of this mountain ahead of us.
Yeah, 770.
There is a gap.
Just about enough.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's enough for the gap. If you like 7.5.
Well, I did say climb 6,000, and then continue climb. Did I not? No, I didn't. I said climb 6,500. I beg your pardon.
Yeah,
6,500.
That's right, Mark. Even if you did, I probably wasn't listening anyway.
Yeah, 6,500 is minimum for your wheels to touch, and a little bit more if you want. I always give you the minimum to keep the interest level going.
That's just. Oh no, we're doing the left hand.
Yeah. If you have a look, guys, can you mute your mic if you're not transmitting, please, so we don't get background noise. If you have a look on your left hand side, you'll see there's a gap, and That's what you want to head for, and you'll find 6.5 will just about do it. I'll probably go to about 6.7, 6.8.
All depends on your own personal pucker factor.
Absolutely. But turning back to just seeing what VR Flight Sim guys said here, imagine native foveated rendering with the new sim. I think that for me the new sim and the multi-core has the potential to simplify and make it so much easier to get a really good VR performance for many people without having to have an absolute beast of a machine, and that is going to be a real changer for those in VR.
All my name tags just changed from black to white.
Yeah, mine have changed from white to green.
Mine have been black and have remained black, so should I be jealous?
I've never seen them before this white. I've always had black. I didn't do anything.
Theo's ones have finally turned the right way up.
Mine haven't changed.
Look at this ridge here that we're flying past, guys. I mean, it just looks absolutely amazing.
I'm surprised you didn't make us land and come off the edge of that.
It's not my flight plan.
Oh, okay.
If it had been marked, he would have.
Now, the next flight is in the TBM 930, or suitable aircraft therein. Let me just change, or I'm probably gonna hit this mountain, so let me
I almost did.
Yeah, let me just make a slight adjustment here.
6.7 is just clear.
So I wanted to ask you guys what you would prefer for the TBM. We can do a flight in Nepal and into the Everest mountain range, etc., and and land at Lukla, as well as a few other well-known airports along the way. Or alternatively, we can do something different to the normal Simhanger type fly-in, guys, and we can do more of a sort of navigational one where I will just provide navigational information and you can draw up your own flight plan from there, and we'll do more ILS approaches and that sort of thing. So I'd just appreciate any of you voicing your opinions on what you'd prefer, whether you would like something more procedural and more correct, or whether you want another fun one just bombing around and trying to put your 747 down in Lukla.
The leather one. Well, you can't land a 747, but you can take off with an A320 from Lukla.
I say both.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, I can only do one, guys.
If I have to choose, I go for the fun one.
I vote for the navigation.
Okay, anybody else? Guys, please shout out.
No, navigation sounds good, but you know, fun navigation. So, you know, just combine them both.
Yeah, maybe with some challenging weather options or something that could be really fun.
Yeah, ILS approaches and things like that. Some of us, speaking for myself, have not done that, so it might be a bit of a challenge.
Okay, that's, you know, I just like some input, guys, so I get an idea. Right, so where are we now? Let's just have a look. We want to start a fairly rapid descent, I think. Let me have a look. Into Lima Sierra Zulu Mike. So you want to start really putting your nose down now, guys.
Free speed. Oh yeah. Turning final.
quite a bit of turbulence around as well. And literally we're going to come round this corner, and there is going to be our airport. And just a reminder, guys, that keep the runway to your right again, and we're going to fly past the airport and do a loop round directly onto final runway 19.
Is it?
And it just helps you a little bit lose by choosing that runway, just helps us a little bit with losing the altitude.
Yeah, there's also a cable car on the left hand side here.
I don't know why everyone was going so much faster. It was Simray.
No, I was looking for the airport and it's below me. Flown over it. Yikes.
You seem very high, Mark. Which airport are you landing at?
Yeah, your eyes are all red.
I'm dropping, but not fast enough.
It's all red.
I've passed it.
Yes, you're past it, Mark.
Yeah, I'm gonna loop round and come back in. I'm
That'll
gonna
teach me to follow you.
No, don't forget we want to land runway 19, guys. So I'm going to use this open area here to lose the altitude and some of the speed. Because just coming off that high point, you just can't you just can't get down fast enough, I found. And this is a full stop landing, guys. I have the runway in sight.
Oh, I've got you in sight.
Paddy Cool is following me. Trek Sky Jumpers coming in, Sir Nigel. I'm following Limes Fly VR, sir. I'm right behind you and wrong way. Dingo as well.
Don't look too closely, please.
I'm going full flap for this one, but nice long runway. And once again, guys, you can do a bit of a long landing because we want to taxi all the way to the end of the runway. Tunesy, you're well ahead of me. You're down, sir. And on the taxiway. Or did you land on that?
No comment. Speak to my lawyer. Look, Homer Pilatus.
Whoa! I'm doing a bit of a bounce there. I really must pay more attention to my flying. Cripsy, you're on one wheel and a wing, sir.
Still nice.
No, it's quite a long runway, guys. We probably don't need to go all the way to the end. Just sort of 3/4 of the way should give us more than enough tarmac to get up in the air again. So if you have a look where Tunesy is and Paulus, that's probably about where we want to congregate. Ouch! I just lost my wing to a Kodiak.
There's the mountains. Beautiful.
Okay, here we go.
Well, those mountains either side are quite imposing.
I must say, Trevor chose some beautiful scenery for this flight. How are we doing, guys? Everybody down, or are we still coming?
Everybody's down. I think I was the last one. So
Great flyer, moonwalking back.
I'm just coming in.
There's a lovely video of a guy doing a Eurofighter display in here, going straight towards that mountain at the end of the runway and straight up.
So, Soapy, you're a little bit quiet on my end.
That better?
Oh, that's much better.
That's better. Yeah.
Just say again what you were saying, please.
Yeah, I was saying that there's a video that I saw just recently where it was a flying display on an air day here, and there was a Eurofighter pilot in the German display pilot, and he went straight down and towards that mountain at the end of the runway and went straight up in front of it, which I thought was quite a brave thing to do.
Yeah, sounds. Why was that on YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube, yeah. I'll see if I can find it now.
Yeah, if you could,
put a link on,
if you post a link in it, then
yeah, I'll do that.
That'll be great. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, it was quite good.
Eurofighter coming at you at that speed, so I'm sure the mountain was considering getting out of the way.
Yeah.
Most things would, wouldn't they?
Okay, Captain. So this next leg, this is our last leg. We're gonna fly directly towards the mountain in front of us, and there's a valley there on the left-hand side. I beg your pardon. You want to climb to no higher than 2,500 feet on takeoff, bearing in mind we're at 1,500, so you only want to climb about 1,000 feet above ground. And we're going to fly to the Oberrun, and then we're going to follow the canal. If you have a look to your left as you're approaching that valley, and as you turn down the valley, you will see there's a canal running all the way to the lake, and we're going to follow the canal down. Now, going under the first bridge should be considered mandatory, and thereafter optional, because some of them are a little bit too low. Then we follow the canal all the way down to the lake, and then we're going to turn on a heading of 252 for an approach to land runway 26 at Lima Sierra Papa Victor, which is Wangden Lache, if I've got my pronunciation correct. Everybody okay?
Wangen Larkin, I think, maybe closer.
Larkin, okay. Now, when we follow the canal down, we want to be below, we want to be as close, there's lots of pylons, and we want to be just above the water, guys. So down to the canal, and literally skimming across the top of the water. Does it sound
like
like
on the left now as we go out?
Does it sound good?
Would go wrong.
That's good.
Let's do it.
Well, let's go.
Gonna get a clear prop.
Yeah, as you go down the runway, in fact the canal's just off to the left there, behind those trees.
Sounds messy.
Oh, it will be, trust me.
This isn't overly high.
No, so we just basically take off. We're going to head towards that mountain in front of us, and you don't want to climb more than 1,000 feet above the ground. We are at 1,500, and from the waypoint we're then going to be turning on a heading of 313, and you'll see the canal there, and drop down just above the canal under the first bridge, which is quite a high bridge, and then follow the canal as close to the water as suits you. You don't have to, of course, you can fly well above it. Follow the canal down to the lake, and then it's a turning of 252 for a heading directly to our last landing point. Wow, look at these busy skies. Anybody else got any feelings or would like to place a vote for navigation or Lukla? Please feel free to do so. Boulder Sim, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, fine, thank you, Mark. Yeah, I'm up for a bit of ILS.
Okay.
Yep, likewise, Smudger.
Yes, Mark, I'll do with a bit of navigation.
Now, if you can see me, I'm now turning towards the canal, guys. Just I'm at about 2,000 feet, and I'm going to start dropping down, and that first bridge is pretty close once you've made the turn, so you want to drop down fairly quickly and head under the bridge.
Oh my god, I can see the pylons from here.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
Plenty of pylons.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
I did mention it earlier, by the way. Whoa! This is brilliant. I love this. Following the river course. Now, it is pretty straight for a while, but it does get a bit twisty towards the end. And you do have to put up with a little bit of water going uphill. Here we go. Under the bridge. Beautiful.
Come on, Theo, keep up.
Come on, guys, I'm waiting to see you come under the bridge. Here we go. Nice. Skytrex nicely. Mesmerizers through. Everybody's through. This is obviously too easy, guys.
Oh, you just have a lot of practice every Sunday.
I washed the wheels on that one.
Yeah, not that I wanted to see Carnage, of course. I was totally thrilled that you all made it.
Oh, yeah, power lines on both sides.
Yeah, now what you want to do, guys, is as low as you can.
Is there some cables that come across?
Well, I'm doing this in the dark. I must have my time off.
I read out saying 10 feet.
There we go. I'm racing past almost everybody, yeah? Yeah, I'm just washing my wheels. Mesmerizer, I'm catching you. You better put your foot down. Too late. Oh, bridge! Climb! Yeah, I don't recommend.
Mark, you bounced off the bridge.
No, I didn't bounce. I didn't. I went over. I wasn't going to risk that one. And then continue to follow the canal all the way down to the lake's edge.
That was low. But very doable. Come on, guys.
Well, Theo saying, God, that was low. It's like Oppenheimer saying, and take cover, guys.
Whoa! Oh, I just washed my wheels again.
I'm now stuck under that bridge, Mark, and even if the white key doesn't work.
Oh. Try slew left or right.
One on there. No.
Don't go under
Too
these.
Low. Too low.
Plenty of room.
Have you got out?
Oh, could have got that one. Didn't see it.
Yeah, put the prop in reverse. It's getting me out of the bridge.
Okay, and once you get to the end of the canal, guys, you want to climb to about 2,500 feet for an approach.
There's now a Pilatus cuddling up to me under the bridge.
Yeah, I'm just checking the damage, that was all.
A pillow ashes.
He was correct.
Well, this other one was
Reverse
really
prop does work,
tiny.
though.
Plenty more bridges here, guys.
Hey.
Hey, here we come. Brilliant.
That just went down.
That looks
Well,
amazing.
that's a new one on me. I hit the water enough to stop my prop, but was able to land off field, and now I can't get it to start.
Hey.
Real time sucks.
Okay, guys, straight in runway 26. And this runway is shorter than perhaps it first appears, so bear that in mind as you make your approach.
Can you bear with us a second, Mark? I'm just crossing you off the Christmas card list. Mark, no more Christmas cards ever.
Oh,
Nope.
Whoa, what is this? Come on, slow down.
That's a hell of a canal, though.
It's a beauty, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I just want to get on the speed limit. Screen down there.
Come on down, guys. Come on down.
Oh, it's a full stop.
Yes, sir. This
Right.
is the
It's the
last
end.
leg.
I want to try that again with my gear down.
Probably a good
Yeah,
idea.
that could be a good idea.
Will make your landing a bit longer. Feet down on the dot.
Wrong way's down. Tango Theo's down and the right way up.
Yeah. Wheels on the top yak.
Step order is down. Red Ruffin Saw is down and but still going at a fair old rate of knots.
Mark, if we are doing some ILS training or flying, are you using your G1000 or your GNS 530 in VR?
I use the what I'm actually doing is I'm using the GNS 530 or G1000 quite often, but I'm using just the Octavi to switch. I just use it for the right hand twin rotary, and it's easy to switch between FMS1 and FMS2 because there's a little pimple on it so you can find them easy. And yeah, I use them in VR.
So you're not using the complete hardware units that you have?
I can do, but in VR I find it easier just to use a rotary knob. If you've got something like the Knobster would work as well.
I use a GNS 530 in VR. You just run your fingers along the buttons and fine.
But you don't use the display of the unit. You just
no, I don't use the display, of course, because I can't see it.
Well, you could look through the. I'm using. I can actually. I'm in VR now, and I can see my hardware components because I'm using kneeboard, so I can look through the VR display basically in the real world.
Yeah, then of course you can use it. Then use something like Flight Sim Builder's GNS 530 or Real Sim Gear, or one of those would be absolutely perfect for that. Right, gentlemen, we're down, and once again I would just like to say thank you to everybody who's joined us. Really appreciate it. We're just going to have a quick giveaway, so let's give that a spin.
There is a mixed reality app with the Quest 3 that you can.
Yes, there is.
You can see your controls through. You can define boundaries to see your controls on your desk.
Yeah, but the problem with that is usually that only runs with Steam VR, and I don't want to use Steam VR because of the performance degradation you usually get.
Yep, fair point.
Yeah, I am.
But that's the reason why I'm using Kneeboard, because with Kneeboard you can use whatever you want. You just define basically a uniform picture that is then used with the same color that you want to block, basically.
Right, guys, we're just going to have a quick spin and just see if we've got a winner. And we do have a winner, and our winner today is Paddy Cool. Are you with us, Paddy Cool?
I can see him.
Paddy Cool, are you with us, sir?
Might not be on voice.
To be on the list, he would have been on voice. I'm just seeing if I can see him here. Can anybody see him on Discord?
Yeah, he's on Discord.
Yes, I can see him. We have visual.
Okay, and he should be on voice. Paddy Cool, can you hear me? Okay, if not, I'll drop him a personal message. He has won a £25 gift voucher, Xbox gift card, Just Flight gift card, or Sim Market. To everybody who's joined us on the stream, really appreciate the support. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the flight. And to you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Special thanks to Rude Comment 54. Unfortunately lost his comms, but a fantastic flight plan. I think we'll all agree, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Very nice.
Thank you, Trevor.
Very nice. Excellent. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank
you. So,
thank you. It was magic. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and
very nice.
So the next flight will be, it would appear that a more navigational based TBM 930 or similar aircraft type flight is preferred, so that's what I'll go for. That will be in about 4 weeks time, so that will be May's fly-in. And just a reminder, there's no fly-in in June because I shall be at FS Expo and
show off.
Also on holiday in the States with my better half sometime before that. To all of you, go ahead.
That's your story and you're sticking to it.
I'm sticking to it. Anybody else here going to FS Expo? If you are, then please come up and say hello. I'd love to meet you guys in person. It would be a privilege and an honor. Thank you guys for joining me. Stay well, look after yourselves, and bye for now.
Thanks, Mark.
Have a good one.
See you later, guys.
See you next time.
Thanks, folks.